Hello, darlings. It is Friday afternoon, and guess what? We're driving to work again. Well done, JJ. And you can stop grumbling. You can't complain because you've had Llandudno. That was different, wasn't it? And yesterday, you had a lovely walk. Well, you've been spoilt enough. Today it's back to normal. Couldn't be asked to make a video today, darlings. I've been attending to some of the chaos in the cottage. Beginning a bit of a tidy up. I haven't gone at it hammer and tongs. I'm kind of taking my time about it all and doing it bit by bit because, well, quite frankly, I can. That is one of the benefits of living on your Todd. You can do things when you can be asked, and when you can be asked, you can do them at your own time. So I've been doing them at my own time and speed. Tractor! Oh, bollocks, I forgot to top up the screen wash. Oh, big bottoms. Big bulging buttocks. Oh, Tina's titties. Oh, that was on my to-do list as well. Oh, how annoying. Oh, I can do it at work, can't I? It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, darlings. So, yeah, couldn't be faffed to make a video today. I was doing other things instead. Editing video, basically just pottering around the cottage, attending to some life admin. I've been doing a bit of that. In other news, nothing of an exercise nature to report today. But I can report that I kept up my healthy lunch regime, and the healthy lunch that I was planning to have, because I haven't been out for a walk today, for the same reasons I didn't make a film, I had stuff to do in the cottage, because I didn't go out for a walk, I halved my healthy lunch. And I put half in the freezer and I ate the other half, so I've had half a lunch. So that makes up for the lack of exercise. You know, as long as you're doing a bit every day, that's what it's all about. Consistency. Now, have I actually got any water in there? No, I haven't. I thought they might have been frozen last night and that's why I wasn't getting any water, but no, there's none in there. Just going to blow a bit of air at the screen. Is that inside or outside? Hang on, let's give it a rub-a-dub-dub. I think it's inside, isn't it? I don't think the outside of the screen is too bad. Or is it? Not sure. So, what I thought we could talk about today was, in a way, a follow-on from last night's live stream, although with some other stuff as well. So what I thought I would talk about today is avoiding this pothole. Yeah, I thought we'd talk about plans for Monday bear with. Where's my doings? Ugh. Right, there you go. Hopefully that is a bit of an improvement. I don't want the headmistress shouting at me and threatening to come round and belabour my buttocks with her cane. Hello, Diane. We like Diane. We've had some wonderful additions to the inner scrotum of late. Well, over the past year, I suppose, isn't it? Do you know what it is? I think it's, well, some people have just come along naturally, but since I did that collab with Sean, and Sean was kind enough to mention the channel a few times, then some of his lot have come over, and they've been a joy. It's amazing in the community how such a diverse group of people, diverse in, oh, bugger. Sorry, I knocked you. Didn't mean to do that. Let me firm up the doings. There we go. And we'll give the inside of the screen a good rub-a-dub-dub too. Right, hopefully we're all sorted. Yeah, disparate ages, all over the place geographically, different personalities, different life situations, and it's just such a fabulously vibrant, connected and warm community. I adore it. I adore you all, you know that. And I'm so grateful to be part of what you lot have all created. So yeah, thinking about plans. I've been thinking about a few things. Right, let's speak in generalities first, shall we? Momentum. The thing that I'm particularly scared of, and I spoke about this a lot last year, I'm scared of falling back into the routine of doing nothing or just something very familiar on a Monday. Monday is my day off, but this is going to sound weird, but it's going to become more of a day off because my job, which at the moment is an evening job, afternoon evening job, is going to become a 12 hours plus a day job, isn't it? When the Airbnb kicks off, if it ever bloody does, it will, and certainly when the hotel kicks off, and you know that is incontrovertibly happening, then I'm going to have a full day and afternoon and evening job, and that means that Mondays, which I am going to keep free, I'm going to keep Mondays free, day and evening, and I'm going to keep Tuesday daytimes free as far as possible, so that I've still got the possibility to sod off on a Monday overnight, get back Tuesday afternoon, you know. And that's going to become more important. It's going to become more essential for my well-being, I suppose, both physically and emotionally, and therefore it's going to be more important that I make the bloody most of them. So pardon me, I've still got this low grade coffee snuffly thing. So let's recap. The year has kicked off. So the first Monday of the year was the 6th, wasn't it? Yeah, the first Monday of the year was the 6th, and we counted that as a day off, didn't we? Because I'd just come off the madness of Christmas and New Year. Everything was up in the air. My life had been effectively on hold. It was just restaurant, live stream, sleep. So we counted that Monday as a much needed rest day to recoup from the beginnings of everything. But then we really hit the ground running, didn't we? Because of course the next Monday was last Monday, the 13th. And what an amazing Monday and Tuesday that was. I mean, talk about a signature event. Yeah, it was my birthday. But it was, it were a grand do. It were a grand do. Oh, and it were a goodly amount. That was a sensational couple of days. Absolutely. Sorry, I was just whizzing out in front of a car there, so I was just paying attention. Yeah, that was a sensational couple of days. Really memorable. And so now I'm incredibly keen to try and keep the momentum up. And it's not easy to keep it up at my age, darlings. Innuendo. I thought that was Italian for suppository. Yeah, I'm determined to keep it up. I want Monday to be Monday and Tuesday. I want it to be an event, something enjoyable, memorable, and worthy of a decent video to give you a bloody break from me just driving to work on a daily basis. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about things to do, and something has occurred to me. I was planning to do overnights every Monday. Well, I've been trying to figure out, again, this is an old thing of mine. Your starting point for making any decision should be, what do I want to do? What would I enjoy? What do I enjoy? And I was thinking about the Monday, Tuesday thing. Now, the overnights, I absolutely adore them when I'm not on my own. When I've got company, whoever it is, whether it's Neil and Sophie, whether it's Matron, whether it's the M11, whether it's Carol, whoever it is, it's fun. It turns it into fun. If I go away for an overnight on my own, quite honestly, I don't enjoy it that much. And I'm paying for that. I don't mean emotionally, but I'm paying for the hotel, and I don't really enjoy staying in a hotel on my own. It's not so much fun on your own. You're not inclined to go out and have a meal. You're not inclined to spend a couple of hours in the pub. Now, on a summer's night, might be difficult because it might be different, because you can go out for a lovely walk in the light, or you can go out for a drive, or whatever it is that you want to do. If you're stuck on your own somewhere, then the chances are, like Monday just gone, that was amazing. We rocked up to the hotel 3 o'clock, got settled in, 4 o'clock, whatever it was, went into town, jumped into a wine bar, stayed there till 9 o'clock. 5 hours, drinks, dinner, all of that sort of thing. That's great. That was amazing. If I'm on my own, I ain't going to do that. And so on your own, you end up just hanging about in your room. Yeah, I know there's the live stream, and the live stream is always fun. about in your room, and then the next morning is all a bit of a non-event, and you're having breakfast on your own, and it's not that much fun. Whereas driving, as you know, driving is one of my absolute pleasures in life. I love driving. I will drive for the sheer enjoyment of driving. I also love night driving. I love the romance of you and your machine against the road in the black night with Radio 4 warbling away on the wirelessness. I love all of that. And the other thing that I absolutely adore in my life is Windy Bottom, my cottage. I absolutely adore Windy Bottom. I'm just head over heels in love with it. And you know, after a little bit of a makeover last year, I've fallen in love with it all over again, and even more heavily. So, why spend money doing something that I don't enjoy very much, i.e. staying in a hotel on my own, when instead of that, I could do the same thing. So I could go to Carnarvon, go to Snowdonia, go to Llandudno, go to anywhere, but at whatever time, at 8 o'clock, instead of going back to my hotel room and just, I don't know, browsing the internet on an iPad or something, why not drive home? I'm using the same amount of fuel that I would be using if I was in a hotel, and I'm not paying for the hotel. So it's a cost saving. I'd be spending those 2 or 3 hours doing something that I enjoy, driving, rather than doing something that I don't enjoy, hanging out on my own in a hotel room. And I'd be back in time for Monday Night Live, but I'd be doing it in dear old Windy Bum, having a whale of a time. And hello, what's going on here? I'll be doing the live stream in dear old Windy Bum, where I'm happy and comfortable and I have chilled wine available to me. And yeah, so that makes all the sense in the world. So that, and then it also frees me up on a Tuesday to do an edit and get a video out on the Tuesday instead of having to wait until Wednesday. So that, I think, is going to be my new methodology going forward. If I'm on my own, it's going to be a day trip. Now, in the summer, I don't care if that means that I get home at midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or whatever. I've got no problem driving at night, no problem driving long distances. As I say, it's a pleasure for me. It's literally a joy. Why is my screen so bleeding dirty? I don't get it. Oh. Whereas if I've got company, then absolutely overnight stay every time. So, yeah, that is the plan for that. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. The only exception would be if I did a real long one where it was necessary to stay over. Like, I've got this mad idea about doing an overnight in Scotland. Just driving to Scotland and back purely for shits and giggles. I was going to say another alternative would be if I was, well, yeah, another example of driving a long way was going to be, I need to catch up with my Fanny, my friend Fran. It's been too many years since we saw each other, and I'm dying to get Fran on camera. You've never seen her, but Fran is amazing company, and she's got some amazing stories about her and me, because she was my Malta buddy. After my divorce, she and I spent a lot of time in Malta together, together with other friends, but we always did our thing together, and she's better at remembering stories than me, and she's better at telling stories than me as well. So I'd love to see her, I'd love to catch up with her. Haven't seen her since before the pandemic. And I would love to get her on camera so that I could get her to, well, I wouldn't have to get her. She's, she's like me. She's a blabbermouth. Just get her started and off she'll go. So I'd love you to hear the stories from her side, as it was. So what the pissing hell is going on with my windscreen? It's absolutely filthy inside, and I've got no idea why. I've got the blowers on, I've wiped it. Right, I'm going to have to get some wet doings on it when I get to the restaurant. Seriously, this is dangerous when headlights are shining in. It's not just about what you lot can see. And I don't know what that is. There was a weird thing when JJ had been parked up when I was using Officer Crabtree. There was something on the screen then, and I obviously need to give it a... Right, so remind me tomorrow, do a proper clean on the screen. I'll do a clean when I get to work, but a proper clean on the screen with the good stuff, with the Boaty stuff. And I must fill my washes up. Well, I can do that at the restaurant, can't I? Yeah, of course I can. Of course I can. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yes, I was going to say it would be an exception when if I went to see Fran, I'd stay in a hotel because it was such a long drive. But then that wouldn't be an exception, would it? Because I'd have company. She wouldn't be with me in the hotel because I'd go down to where she lives, which is Torquay. Probably, well, actually thinking about it, I wouldn't be in a hotel at all, would I? I'd be staying with Fran. So ignore everything I've just said, darlings. Right, so what was the other thing I was going to say? That was the one thing. Then there was something else I was going to say. Specifically about Monday and carrying on from the live stream. I wasn't joking last night. I was chatting with it's traffic lights here at the moment, isn't it? I was chatting with friends on. Oh, good, are the roadworks going? Hang on. Yeah, I thought I saw headlights. Yeah, I've been chatting yesterday, and the subject of a naturist beach came up, and one in particular, and breathe in. So I googled it, and you know me, darlings, in many ways I'm very naive. I genuinely didn't think dogging was a thing. I still don't think it's a thing until and unless I actually see it. I don't believe that it actually happens. I reckon it's an urban myth. Same with swinging and wife swapping and all of that sort of thing. I don't believe it really goes on. I mean, it probably does, and I'm probably just very naive, but there you are. So the naturist beach thing, it is a thing, and I seem to have unleashed, although other people are blaming a certain somebody else, so it might be somebody else who has unleashed a different me. And I find the idea of capering about on a naturist beach in the rain in winter, I find that bizarrely compelling. Genuinely, I do. I loved being on the beach on Tuesday morning, and I would have very happily been in that sea, starkers. Very happy. Well, as long as I had something on my feet, because the pebbles were a bit sharp underfoot. So yeah, I know Billy Connolly did that thing. I can't. Apparently, he liked being naked as well. And I vaguely remember there was a telly thing where he capered around somewhere, showing his bare bum and whatnot. And there's a massive part of me that thinks, yeah, I want to do that. Not because I'm a pervert and I want to look at other people. In fact, quite the opposite. I don't want there to be anybody else there. I don't want to see anybody else naked. Thank you very much. Well, there are a couple of people that I'd very much like to see naked. But I can't imagine they would be on that naturist beach. I certainly don't want to see any other men naked. I'll make an exception for Mustard. But Mustard will never do it, I guarantee you. If you were on the live stream last night, he said he would, and I said, come on then, because I'm seriously up for this. We'll do it on Monday. He won't. I guarantee you he won't. If I'm wrong, I will beg his parsnips. But other than Mustard or, somebody that I know very well and I'm comfortable with, I don't want to see any other strange men on the beach. And I don't particularly want anybody to see me, apart from you lot. And I would film it very carefully. But the idea really does appeal. And I genuinely checked it all out last night. I know where the beach is. It looks like a stunning beach in its own right. There's a 30-minute walk from the car park to get to the beach is separated. There's, greetings, Honourable Bridge. There's a normal beach, normal in inverted commas, and then there's a clothing optional part of the beach, and it's a half-hour walk. And I rechecked the weather today, and it had given rain all day for that area, and this area comes that next Monday. But that forecast has changed. It's now saying cloudy and overcast, but no rain. So that is my current temptation for this coming Monday, to do a day trip to whatever the beach was called, I've forgotten, but it's near Harlech, to do a day trip to the naturist beach and to jump onto a cold Welsh beach in the middle of winter, rip my clothes off and frolic around naked. And on that note, I'm gonna bugger off for a while and listen to some music before I get to work. Catch you in a bit. Here we are again, happy as can be. Right then. Now I know we've got a big early booking at 5:30 and we are short staffed. Oh, that's annoying. And we are short staffed. Oh, good, it's shifting. Thank you. And we are short staffed tonight, so I better crack on, clean the windscreen, top up the screen wash now before it all kicks off front of house. Right, let's go and see what's what, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Get ready for the Zoom blur. Well, first thing, thankfully, it's not as cold as it was last night. Last night really was chilly. Tonight, much less so. Well, what a night that was. What a night that was, darlings. We were one down front of house, but not a problem. I thought deliveries will be quiet tonight. I won't have to help the driver. I can just do front of house all night. Driver didn't turn up. Our driver, as is, bless him, he's gone home to India for 3 weeks. But bless him, he thoughtfully provided a 3-week stand-in replacement. And ironically, bloody hell, where's all this traffic coming from? Well, I mean, I know where it's coming from. It's coming from up the road. I mean, goodness, it's busier than normal for this time of night. But he got a new bloody job that he had to start tonight. So, yeah, so I've had to be some form of omnipotent garden bee everywhere tonight. It's been alright though. It's been alright. It's been okay. And we've had a good bit of fun the last half an hour actually. Good old wind down while we were cleaning up and whatnot. So yeah, there we are. Right then, darlings, I am going to I don't need to throw the heater on urgently as normal. It really isn't that cold at all. But I'm going to listen to some music, bugger off, leave you in peace. I'll be back to say good night. Oh, you can just wave at Officer Crabtree as we go past. And I filled up the screen wash and I've cleaned the screen, so hopefully you can see a lot better. Hello, Officer Crabtree. Okay, darlings, see you when it's time to say good night. Okay, darlings, it's that time again. Reaching the top of the hill and dear old windy bum. Live stream to look forward to. I'm feeling in a very happy place at the moment. I can't deny it. Looking forward to a glass of wine. I've earned it tonight. So of course that means the end of today's Daily Diary video. Thank you as always for your company. As you know, it really just wouldn't be the same without you. So let me wish you a safe and peaceful night, a good day ahead, and may I urge you to take care of yourselves. And if you're fortunate enough to have anybody that you care about or who cares about you, you be sure to take really good care of them too. In the meantime, much love from me, and I just can't wait to see you next time. Good night, my lovelies.